Hello everybody, it's Casey here, back for a new reaction. So if you guys have been following the channel for a while now, then you may remember that a while back I did a sort of marathon run of reactions to original animated short films. And by original, I mean short films that weren't connected to any sort of pre-existing fandom in any way at all. They were just 100% original ideas. And I ended up loving that so much that now that I've gathered a new list of original films, I've decided to bring it back again. And this first one I'm going to be reacting to is actually from many viewer suggestions here. The list I've come up with this time coming up is actually from a lot of viewer suggestions, which thank you to all of you for all of your lovely comments and suggestions. And I'm now finally going to be getting around to watching some of these. So this first one I'm going to be doing today, I believe it comes to us all the way from Canada, and me personally, I actually have very hazy memories of watching this when I was little. I believe it was on Cartoon Network. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Nickelodeon. I'm pretty sure it was Cartoon Network. They used to have this show called Oh Canada, where it was just sort of like this variety show or variety of sort of like the What a Cartoon show, where it was just like a collection of like just these little short cartoons, but with the only theme being that all of them were from Canada and like I guess like Canadian creators, and it was like a chance to see all of these like kind of like weird experimental ideas that you had never seen before. And to my recollection, I believe this short was on that show. I think. I could be wrong. If any of you out there know the answer, then please correct me, but I'm pretty sure that this was first featured on Oh Canada. But I have not seen this in like forever. I only remember just like teeny bits of it, but this was actually the most requested one for me to watch. So at long last, I'm finally going to react to it properly as an adult here. See if I can remember just how far back, like how much of this I can actually remember from my childhood. Because I do vaguely remember watching this back in the day, but it's just been like literally 30 some years. Like I just cannot remember like at all. So it'll be nice to revisit this again. But this is based on a very old folk song, I believe, and we are going to be watching The Cat Came Back. Supposedly this is a musical. I can't remember if there was anything else to this or if it was just the song. I guess I'm about to find out. But yeah, I'm really excited to finally revisit this again after so many years, and apparently you guys must have remembered this from your childhood and liked it too, because out of all the short films that I had requested to try to get some suggestions on, this was like the #1 thing that came up in my comments from like all over the different social media platforms that I'm on. So you demanded it, so now you're getting it. So here we go. Today this is The Cat Came Back. Ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Whoa! That was a cool shot. Did you see how the camera rotated like that? That was so cool. Aww. Something tells me he's gonna oh! Did you see that transition? That was really cool. 1903. How old is this guy? Anyway, I was about to say, this guy is probably going to regret this. Yep, that's cats for you. Really? You're giving him up just after that one little incident? How hard could it be? Yeah, famous last words, dude. The way this cat's drawn, he almost looks like a fox more than a cat. Ooh, ow. Oh, man. I love how this art style is like so simple, and yet like just because it looks simple doesn't mean that the animation has to be bad at all. Like just looking at all how fluid this is and like all the camera angles they're getting, this is so cool. So, I guess the moral is, like, if you spite a cat, this is what's gonna happen to you. Like, this whole thing started all just because the cat broke his rattle. Dude, does this cat have, like, nowhere else to go? Like, is this dude, like, the only... Is he, like, the only man on Earth that this cat can't go anywhere else? What the heck? What's with all the people on the train tracks? Ooh, ow! Oh, that poor bug. Why is it that I feel more bad for the bug than I do the people on the tracks? Ugh. Oh, it's just like the Brendan Fraser Mummy movie. With the Beatles. Oh. Ow. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no. How? How is it that How is it that he can't get blown up, but that's what kills him? Oh, this poor dude. The end. Oh, that was so funny. Well, definitely look at the credits and check out all these very talented people. Let's see if there's something at the end. Meow. So National Film Board of Canada, yeah, I remember this now. This was definitely on O Canada. It had to be, because how else could I have seen this when I was little? But yeah, that was it. That was The Cat Came Back, and man, I can totally see why this got suggested to me so many times, because man, this was funny. And I mean, to anyone out there who owns a cat or has owned a cat or is a cat lover, I would be interested to know what you thought of this, because like, dang, this it's so violent against this cat. Granted, it's a cartoon, yes, but I mean, I guess the cat does sort of get his comeuppance in the end, but still, like, I mean, it's on par with like a Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote cartoon, you know. It's like, is it a teensy bit mean-spirited? I guess, but you just can't help but laugh at it. But like, the thing that I'm curious to know, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section on this, whose side are you on in this? Did you feel more sympathy for the guy or for the cat? Because, like, I think this guy had an overreaction to what the cat did to him that first time, which caused him to try to get rid of him in the first place. But I think after a while, I could definitely sympathize with the guy more, with the way that the cat just kept destroying his house. It's like, okay, look, sure, the guy was kind of mean to you, but it's like, just go somewhere else. Like, why are you so determined on torturing this one poor guy? Like, I don't get it. I mean, that's what makes it funny, but still, like, I am curious to know, like, do you side with the cat or do you side with the guy? Do you think the guy, for that one, you know, locking him out of the house earlier, do you think the guy deserved all that punishment, or was the guy right in trying to get rid of this bothersome cat? Because, man, I think, admittedly, I would have lost it after a certain point, especially if that's what the cat was doing to my house this whole time. And, dang, if that's not a catchy song, I know I'm probably, for at least a week now, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. But that was it. That was The Cat Came Back, and I think after so long, at least according to the comments, I think it said this came out in like 1988, so this is only a year older than I am, so it was really neat seeing just like this classic animation, this very simple, it almost looks like the kinds of art you see on greeting cards sometimes. It's like this very simple art style, and yet they did so much like really cool camera angles, and like, you know, like I said in the commentary there, even though this art style looks simple, that doesn't mean that that's no excuse for bad animation or stilted animation at all. Like, the way that the camera flowed and moved, and just how like fast paced it was. Part of it also kind of reminded me of Ed, Edd n Eddy a little bit. It almost had that similar kind of, the way that the line work kind of squiggled around and moved, but which I think a lot of times is done on purpose. That kind of actually I think gives a bit more life to the characters whenever the outlines kind of move like that. It kind of adds to like the handmade quality of it that, in this day and age with doing so much on computers now, that's kind of like a dying art form that you don't really see too much anymore, and I kind of wish that they would bring that back as it were. But that's it. But yeah, I have, like I said, I have a whole list of these short films that have been suggested to me, and hopefully in the next coming reactions I'll be able to do some more of these and try to bring more attention to these really great little films that definitely deserve more attention. And as always, I will leave a link to the original video in the description so you can see this for yourself without my commentary over it. Definitely give them the views, definitely look in the end credits and check all of these artists out, because they more than deserve the praise. And as always, if you have any suggestions for things that you want me to check out, then feel free to leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and bye-bye.